No gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
Good morning, Colonel Bai.
It's Tuesday, March 7th.
It's a day 2.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Zol.
And here are your morning announcements.
There will be a girls' rugby interest meeting on Thursday at lunch in room 161. All are welcome.
This week is International Women's Week. Activities and games will be going on all week in the atrium, so to make sure to check it out. Also, make sure to wear purple tomorrow to support International Women's Day. Donations are being accepted in the atrium for Cornerstone's Women's Shelter all week long. Anyone who brings in non-perishables, money, or toiletries will get a free pin made by the club.
All students interested in attending the Human Library event, please go to the library for all the details and your forms. The event is on April 12th, and it is a full-day field trip. You'll be able to speak with lawyers, doctors, athletes, and many more.
CB Talks is Colonel Bai's very own TED Light conference and is happening on March 23rd from 4 to 8 p.m. A number of amazing speakers and a light meal will be provided. Tickets are on sale this week for $10 in the atrium. This is a great networking opportunity, and there is a limited quantity of tickets available, so get them before they're gone.
The Euclid contest will be written on April 6th. The registration fee is $6, and Mr. Whitlock will be collecting fees in the math office from 9 to 9:15 every day this week. The deadline to register is March 20th.
There will be a meeting for any girls interested in playing soccer this year. The meeting is tomorrow at the start of lunch in the main gym.
The Visual Arts Department needs your lonely socks for an artwork. Please bring your clean socks to the art room.
That's it from us today, Cougars.
Here's your sports desk.
Good morning, Cougars. I'm David McNair.
And I'm Daniel Oladejo, and welcome to this week's edition of Sports Desk.
It was a good week out there. Let's go see how our Cougars did.
Our junior girls volleyball team had a rough start to their season, losing their first 3 games against Louis Riel, Beatrice Deloge, and Garneau. Meanwhile, our junior boys volleyball team also lost 3-2 to Samuel Genet, while our varsity boys hockey team beat Corrine Wilson 5-2.
We got a chance to check out the junior boys volleyball team take on Franco Cité. Let's see how that played out.
Our junior boys volleyball team was looking to bounce back from a loss in their first game of the season against the Franco Cité Falcons. The first set was a close one as Franco Cité would deliver all their very strong attacks. However, our Cougars would mostly counter them, causing Franco Cité to make mistakes and get the point. Our Cougars would also have attacks of their own, which would cause trouble for the Falcons, who would give up more points. However, this nail-biter of a set unfortunately had to come to an end on this point, where Franco Cité would win the set 25-23. Third set would see a little bit of the same, as Franco Cité became more and more powerful, but our Cougars would not give up, as they would constantly keep attacking and wouldn't give up on their play. Despite very good efforts throughout this game, our boys would lose this game 3-0.
Disappointing loss, boys, but keep your heads up and you'll see the next one.
In varsity boys hockey playoff news, our senior boys beat Corrine Wilson in the quarterfinal, and they took on South Carleton in the semifinal. Let's go see how that went.
Our varsity boys hockey team was in their semi-final game against the top-seeded South Carleton Storm. The last time the Cougars played the Storm, they tied 2-2. The first period would see our Cougars on their heels early on as South Carleton would pressure them and would start off by scoring the first goal. However, that wasn't the end of it, as on a power play, a South Carleton player stole the puck and went on a break to score and make it 2-0. Our Cougars were trying to come back on their numerous chances on the power play but couldn't finish or couldn't create any opportunities throughout the first period. They would be down 2-0 going into the second. At the beginning of the second, the coach rallied his troops to try to get them motivated and to get them back into the game despite a slow start. And motivated they were, as the Cougars would be harder on the forecheck and cause many more scoring opportunities. And it all peaked when Sean Bailey would slap this one home to make it 2-1. After this period, our Cougars would still be down 2-1, but were confident going into the third. They were determined to make a comeback and make something happen, which they did. First, Cole Crossett would slap it home to tie it, and then Henry Wang would get a goal of his own to give the Cougars the 3-2 lead. Up 1 with 17 seconds left, our Cougars knew a storm was coming, and they had to prepare for it. But prepared they were, as the Cougars would block shots, get in shooting lanes, and force the puck to get out of the zone to pressure the storm the entire time. Finally, Henry Wang would force it out, sealing the Cougars' victory, but not without a little bit of rough stuff in the end. With this strong comeback victory, our Cougars move on to the finals against the St. Matt's Tigers.
Congratulations, boys, on the victory. They'll be taking on the St. Matt's Tigers today at 3 o'clock at the Orleans Rec Complex.
Sports Desk would also like to congratulate the FIFA Fanatics for winning the Intramural Soccer League. Good job, guys.
And a special shout out goes to Braden Bellemeur on scoring the game-winning goal in extra time.
Well, that's all from us, Cougars. Here's your highlight of the week.
In this week's highlight, Sean Bailey slaps it home top shelf for a nice goal, as well as the spark the Cougars needed to win.